I'm John Laurin, and I got saved when I was 18 years old, and that was January 3rd, 1979. I was first exposed to the gospel through my older brother, who got saved, and I saw an amazing transformation with him. He was a pretty tough dude, and still is today, but softer. And he was dealing drugs, doing all kinds of law-breaking type activity, and the power of God came on him, and I was amazed. And I'm just a teenager looking at this, and what I saw was just remarkable. And over a period of time, I became hungry for the peace that he had and that transformation that he had. And I was just in my teens, just watching, but I could clearly see he had something that I didn't have. So I came out to church one night with my brother after I realized that what I had was just empty, and carrying on that I was doing with my circle of friends, it just seemed like it was a bit chaotic and empty. And the first time I came to church, I'll never forget, it was such a simplistic look. I came from a background, a religious background, where there's statues and stained glass and everything. I come into this building and I could sense a joy instantly. And the night that I got saved was something that just, there was conviction in my heart. But the moment that I gave Jesus Christ my life, a transformation took place instantly with me. I had peace that, and like it was like a burden relieved. I never felt so unburdened in that moment, and it was, I'll never forget it. It was a transformation instantly that night by trusting in Jesus. I enjoyed playing music as a teenager, and had goals to try to see if you can make it, as they say, in the world of rock and roll or something. And then when I got saved, my whole heart changed. I didn't want to use that energy and that creativity for something that, once you're introduced to Christ, you see how that's just so vain, the other road. And so I really wanted to take whatever I can do and just lift up the Lord with that ability and make it meaningful and something that could bless God and also help people. And so I am involved in doing that. Since I came to Christ, I realized instantly that the oppression or times of depression that I used to experience were not nearly there at all against the relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. And you start to realize how much He loves you and the reality of the peace of God. And I tell you, I believe that this world craves that. And because it's real, people are always looking for that, and they're looking for the genuine matters of the heart. And Christ brings that out and brings the answer to that. And so I found that I was much more at peace, because you realize in life, it doesn't take long to figure out that there's a lot of things bigger than you in this life. And Christ makes that difference, and there is no other name greater against any forces in your life than the Lord Jesus Christ. Not long ago, I lost my son, and as a young man, he's a young man, and it's something that you certainly don't plan for, you don't expect. And so you see those types of things happening to other people, you never think it's going to be you. And when it did happen, I remember knowing and recognizing the sustaining power of the Lord in that moment and in that time that wasn't from me. And I told a lot of people that if I didn't know the Lord Jesus Christ, I'd be flat out. I mean, I know, and I've seen people go through difficult things like that, and I know that would have been me. But I had His presence, His power, and He assured me about many great things that I know that only through Him would I have been able to sustain that period of time, and even up until today. I believe that anybody that's even listening to this today must recognize that you'll need the Lord Jesus Christ for many reasons. Number one is that our righteousness just is not enough. You may even think that you're a pretty good person, but we all fall short. And God brought His Son in order so that we could have that peace, and knowing, not having a guessing game about it any longer, but know that you will be in heaven with Him in the time that you pass. And also in this lifetime, there's just so many things that can come at you, like I even mentioned with my son. But you don't know when those periods of times will come. And the Lord Jesus Christ says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And that is a huge comfort in a world that is uncertain.